So today I want to revisit Clancy because believe it or not, he actually got a buff 2 months ago, but he was so small that no one noticed because at the same time he also got a huge nerf that made the last few players who used him completely forget about him. Well, recently it seems like Supercell took note of this because they just released a new set of balance changes a few days back, and Clancy happens to have gotten nothing but pure buffs. And yes, I'm making this video because I have him on Prestige too. So with that said, I'll try to go over not only how to use him, but also why I think he should be the next brawler to deserve buffies. So what was wrong with Clancy that forced these buffs? Well, pretty much everything, because even before he received the previous balance changes, hardly anyone was using him. Now don't get me wrong, there were a couple of good aspects about him, but he was just not a fun brawler to use. If we take a look at the previous balance changes he got, as you can see they increased his damage a bit as well as making it easier to reach level 2. While this sounds good and all, none of it matters because his super got one of the worst nerfs I have seen in a while. Not only did they reduce the projectiles from 16 to 12, but he no longer does max damage at far range. Basically, you have to be really close to an enemy to deal the most amount of damage, but of course nowadays that's almost impossible. It still can be useful in some scenarios, but if you really want to make the most of it, I recommend getting his hypercharge, which basically causes his super to boomerang similar to Crow's hypercharge. If you're able to play him on Heist or Hot Zone, I think this could be a devastating combo, which I'll get to in a minute. Also, for some reason there is this weird glitch where if Kit lands on you and you try to use your super, almost all of your shots miss, so keep that in mind when fighting him. Anyways, taking a look at these new balance changes, as you can see he got an increase in health, attack range, and most importantly a cooldown for both of his gadgets. In my opinion, these are some great changes for Clancy, and I do hope more players start to use them in the future. Beyond that, I do want to talk about buffies because I have seen a couple of discussions on which brawler should be the next in line to get buffies, and Clancy was one of them. I think everyone has that one favorite brawler that they really wish to get buffies, but at the same time they also wish to see that one obscure brawler that no one really uses get one because they have some uniqueness to them. This doesn't just apply to Clancy, of course. There are plenty of brawlers who deserve buffies such as Larry and Laurie, but it's just something to keep in mind. Anyways, one way buffies can help Clancy is by increasing his reload speed or the amount of tokens he has. His star power recon starts him off with 2 tokens, so maybe they can increase it to 3. On top of that, maybe they can also increase his reload by 2 when using his tactical retreat gadget. It is by far the most useful gadget he has, but his other one called snappy shooting is also really good since it doubles the amount of tokens you get for 5 seconds. I could see them giving him a shield when using this or maybe an increase in movement speed. For his hypercharge, I honestly don't know how they can improve it since it is already really good, so I guess maybe they can have it so that he shoots all around him. Speaking of hypercharge, now I want to show off some gameplay from Hot Zone and Heist, which are two of the best modes to use him on.
Leave them shell-shocked. Hell yeah! Let's do this! to victory one pinch at a time. Pinch and prevail. Battle? It's the Crustacean Crusade! Biscuit. Snap to it. I don't break character. I break son of a Clancy. And ready for the carnage. Feline Falvo.
So those were my thoughts on Clancy in his current state, but let me know what you guys think about him in the comments and which brawlers deserve buffies. Anyways, have a good day.